Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Call. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is one of the performers, lead dancer, in fact, from the upcoming Riverdance show coming to Hancher Auditorium in Iowa City, Will Bryant, talking to me from the previous stop before Iowa City, Kansas City. Will, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Dennis.
I've seen Riverdance, love Riverdance, of course. This is the 30th anniversary tour. You're calling it a new beginning because pretty much everybody in the cast was not born when Riverdance started. So since
Yeah,
you,
including
uh,
myself. Yeah.
including you, yes, and this is a little bit of a family business for you, and we'll talk about that. But first off, I'm curious. You are Australian, grew up, went to school, began your dancing career at home. Was Irish dance a part of your culture from the very beginning? I guess what I'm saying, and I know it's a cliche, how does a guy from Australia end up an Irish dancer?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. Like Irish dancing was, yeah, it was a big part of my culture anyway. I grew up doing Irish dancing, but I also grew up doing tap dancing, jazz dancing, contemporary. My school just happened to do Irish dancing. It's something that I loved from the beginning. I traveled all the world competing doing that, and doing that professionally was something that I always knew that I wanted to do. So I auditioned for the show Riverdance, which is like the most iconic Riverdance show, iconic Irish dancing show. And I was successful, and 12 years later, I'm still here doing it.
I mentioned that it's a little bit of a family business because your younger brother is also in the show.
Yeah, that's right. He's also one of the principal leads as well.
Before we talk about Riverdance, I'm very curious about the competitive dancing environment because most of us here in the States, at least, when we hear about dance competitions, we watch Dancing with the Stars, and the pros on the Dancing with the Stars talk about winning these worldwide competitions and dancing all over the world. But it's not something, if you're not tuned into that, it's not something that you know too much about. So if you would, tell me just a little bit about the competitive dancing world.
Yeah, it can be very competitive. It's very popular in America at the moment. It's competitive and popular all over the world. Like it can be tough, like getting into a show like this because there's so many dancers that want to do that after they compete. And unfortunately, there's only like a certain amount of spots. But we hold summer schools in Dublin and we hold summer schools in Boston every year where we get dancers from all over the world, competitive dancers who are looking to get into the show. And some dancers who are just want to do it for a bit of fun. But we're very proud that we have so many people that are so interested in doing that every single year.
So you mentioned that you started dancing at your school when you were growing up in Australia.
Yeah.
What was the process that began with learning all the different types of dance and then progressing, then becoming a competitor and finally learning Irish dance to the point where you could audition for a river dance?
You can, being a dancer, it's hard for Irish dancers, I guess, if that's all that you do, getting into show dancing, because traditionally when we Irish dance, our arms are by our sides like this, and that's how you do competition dancing. Like you cannot move your arms from the side. Otherwise, your points will be deducted, and that'll affect your score at the end. So, being a show dancer when you come into shows and you start using your arms and everything can be strange to some people. But for myself, I did ballet dancing, I did contemporary dancing, and it was helped me segue into that professional career.
How has the river dance show evolved through the years?
It's evolved a lot. Like for the 25th anniversary, we completely revamped the show. We remastered the score. Our Grammy Award-winning composer Bill Whelan is a genius, and he remastered the score, and it sounds absolutely unreal. We changed the costumes. We have brand new costumes. We have a few new numbers that were added to the show. Some new numbers that were actually taken out of the show years ago, but have been brought back, which is really cool. For the 30th anniversary, we didn't want to change too much because obviously the success for the 25th anniversary, it's been phenomenal, and I don't want to give too much away. So you've seen the show before, haven't you?
I have, but it's been a little while. Yeah.
Oh, well, so it's a little bit different this time, but yeah, a lot's changed, a lot's evolved. We have a fresh new cast of dancers who, yeah, we got a fresh new cast of dancers, and it absolutely sounds amazing.
Is it fun getting to do this with your brother?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like we've been doing this together for the past I've been doing it for 12 years, and he's probably been doing it for the past 8 years. So yeah, for the most part of 8 years, we've been doing this together, and it's been great.
One thing that has probably changed that I was reading about is that as the show has evolved, the show is a lot more physical and requires more from you and your physicality than maybe it did when it started.
Yeah, I feel like, especially in like the competitive world, like if you're taking it back to competition, like the level of dancing has changed and evolved in that sense. And I think that kind of has been brought to the show, like dance moves that weren't seen 10 or 15 years ago, even 20 years ago, has been brought to the show. And even with those new numbers that were brought into the show from the 25th anniversary, they were incorporated into it. And like even just lifts at the back or stuff that were kept down and that are now jumps. It's just small things that make a difference that you wouldn't even like a person that didn't dance wouldn't notice. It just makes a big difference. And I feel like, yeah, we're the elite when it comes to Irish dance show. And we're very proud of that.
It's like with ice skating, where somebody finally landed the quadruple axel, and it's
Yeah.
never been done before, and then a few years later, everybody has to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's one moment in the show, Will, and I know it's a little bit like trying to pick your favorite child, but if there's one moment that you really want people to wait for and anticipate, what would be the preview that you would say, okay, the entire show is great, but pay close attention at this moment because you're going to see something really special?
For me personally, and I feel like it's probably one of the best numbers in the show, is the last number of the first act. I don't want to give too much away for people that haven't seen the show, but it's really special seeing everyone on stage at one time. And if you just watch how that number evolves through in the show, it's something really special to see.
And of course, in addition to the dancing, there's multimedia. I know there's screens. We got to listen for the music too, in addition to the dancing.
Yeah, if state-of-the-art LED screens, it just looks spectacular on stage with that music that just sends chills down your spine. It's something really special to see.
Riverdance comes to Hancher Auditorium May 9th, 10th, and 11th. You can still get tickets at hancher.uiowa.edu. Well, I thank you so much for taking the time today. Safe travels to Iowa, and we're really looking forward to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.